Stack what you like. Words to live by. Stick around to see what silver I picked up at a few different LCSs for my stack. It's a nice little variety. T. Hello, silver fans. This is T, and you're in the place to be for silver education, acquisition, and entertainment. And hey, I am back in the coin cave with another episode for you, and I'm going to show you what I picked up recently and also let you know why I got what I got. But first, my humble request is that if you enjoy this video, if you like seeing the vintage silver and other stuff that I'm about to show you, hit that little thumbs up. That little like that you give me could go a long way in helping others see my videos. And by the way, if you are here watching and you haven't hit the subscription button yet, hey, I sure would appreciate your viewership in the future. So if you like what you see today and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. And finally, feel free to comment and share your thoughts. Okay, hey, let's get into it now. It's time for a little show and tell. I've got some stuff to show you from several different coin shops, and whenever I go out of town, for example, I was just in, not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, I was down in West Lafayette, Indiana. And of course, my daughter was playing basketball there, and she had 3 games in one day. So, hey, that's a long day, and which also involves some time to kill in between games. So, my first piece that I'm about to show you is a little piece that I bought at a local coin shop down in West Lafayette, Indiana. And here it is. This little vintage round from 1981. And as a child of the 80s, I enjoy seeing this stuff from the 1980s. So there's that. And I'm not too familiar with the maker of it, but as you could see there, it's got the American Eagle, 0.999 fine silver, and 1 ounce. So a 1980s, early 80s round for you to enjoy. It does have a little bit on, let me show you right here. Along the rim here, you could see kind of like a little white substance, and on this side as well. And I kind of wonder, did someone try to clean this with something at some point in time? Perhaps some of you are familiar. I don't know. You know, you hear all kinds of stories. People try to clean clean their coins with toothbrushes and everything else. So if you know anything about this, let me know. But either way, a nice little silver round that I picked up. There it is. Now, back to my own local coin shop. I made an episode not too long ago where I started the video with a whole stack of libertads that my buddy Rich from the Gold Depot had on display. And it was a nice video, and at the end, if you watched it, spoiler alert, I did pick up a few of those libertads. Well, I went home that evening and I was thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and I felt compelled to go back the next day. So this is the first time you'll see these. I purchased this right here, this other libertad. Let me get rid of that. And the reason it just kind of stuck in my mind, it's a 1984, which was a very good year for me. I enjoyed that year very much. I was at the height of my baseball career as a little leaguer, and just love that year. But I love this coin right here. Of course, this Mexican silver libertad. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, but you can see that side is nice and bright white, but this side has a nice consistent tone throughout. And it really caught my eye. It was one of those things where I slept on it like, I've got to go back and get that libertad. So I went back and picked this one up right here. Now, while I was there wasn't the only piece of silver I had been dreaming about since being at the Gold Depot the day before. I had to go back for this one right here. And this is not a round. This is a little silver bar, a 1 ounce. This is going way back to the 1970s, 1973. Secretariat Triple Crown winner. What a beautiful bar, don't you think? And now you can see why I couldn't get this one out of my mind. Let's see here. This is from the United States Silver Corporation, and 1 troy ounce of 999 fine silver. So I did get into horse racing quite a bit in my youth. When I was in college, there were several tracks around the Chicagoland area. I would go to watch the thoroughbreds, such as Sportsman's Park in Chicago, and there was Hawthorne, there was Maywood for the harness racing, and the major haunt that I would frequent was Balmoral Park. That was also for the harness racing. But seeing those thoroughbreds, sometimes I'd go all the way up to Arlington Heights, Illinois, to watch the thoroughbreds there, and just what a fun experience. There's nothing better than on a Sunday afternoon, sun is shining, and the ponies are running. And you know what? I might need to get back and do some more of that this summer sometime. But anyway, I like horse racing so much, and I think some of you may know that from some of my previous videos, I mentioned that I'm into art. I did paint a picture of Secretariat quite a while ago. It's hanging at my mom and dad's house, and here it is for you to enjoy. So anyway, that's the Secretariat silver bar that I picked up. And so those were the two things. And you know, if you've been watching me for a while, I'm not the type of stacker that's going to roll out, like 5 gold buffaloes, put down 10 G's worth of gold in front of you and let you drool all over it and wish that you could obtain that or acquire that kind of precious metals. I take the slow and steady approach, and I pick up what I can when I can. I stack what I like, and it slowly matriculates from the local LCSs that I go to into my stack. Slow and steady, I pick up what I like. And while I was at the Gold Depot, I did pick up one other item that's not silver, and that was this $1 bill. And most importantly, this is a silver certificate. So some of you young viewers may not know this, or if you're new to stacking, but these pieces of paper basically used to be just something to hold on to that could be redeemed for silver at the bank. And those days are long gone. But I picked up this kind of beat up looking $1 silver certificate, and this thing's been around a long time. Take a look at the year here, 1935, guys. So Lord knows what this thing has been used to buy over the years, but I picked it up I think for $4 because it is a star note. You see that little star, and it is an oldie but a goodie. It's from 1935. So anyway, I picked this one up just because it was on the counter. I thought it was cool, and I picked it up. Now, from there, my third LCS that I went to, it wasn't actually an LCS. There's a guy, I was out fishing in Ohio, near Sandusky, Ohio, and out walleye fishing, had a good time. My freezer's full of walleye right now. This was last weekend. As a matter of fact, I had some, I fried some up on Tuesday night, and man, oh man, if you've never had fresh walleye out of the Lake Erie, you are missing out. And if you ever get a chance to go to Lake Erie to go walleye fishing, I would say go for it. We caught quite a few on Saturday and then limited out on Sunday and had a blast. But in between there, on Saturday afternoon, I saw online a place called North Coast Coins, and I paid the owner a little visit. Matter of fact, he sells coins out of his house, and seems like a really nice guy. His name is Jim, and I'm hoping to see him later on in the summer at the Tinley Park coin show and say hello to Jim over there. But anyway, if you're ever in that area and you're looking for coins, I know Jim does a lot of coin shows, and he had just been telling me about one that he had attended in Pittsburgh. But anyway, here is something I picked up over at Jim's place. It's a nice toned up Engelhard Prospector. And take a look at the date there, 1986. I just told you I am a child of the 80s. And there it is, Engelhard. Look at that screaming eagle there. Very cool looking. He had several of these, but look at the tone on this one. This was the one that I picked out as having the most attractive tone. Let me put a little better light on that. And yeah, well, look at that tone, man. From tonage from the 80s. Gotta love it. And so that's one acquisition. So let me put that Engelhard right there. And then the next was another little toner. As you could see there, there is a little Liberty Round 86 from 86. So you see the 80s theme here. This one's got the Flying Eagle, 1 troy ounce, and again, flying right into my stack. Little by little, picking them up week after week to add to the stack. So that's another one, and there's one more for me to show you, and this one, to me, is a little bit mysterious, and I'm really going to rely on you guys, you viewers, to give me some background and some wisdom on this one as to what I should do with it. The only reason I bought this one is because it was the first one I've ever seen. I've never seen a Freemasonry silver bar. I thought it was cool because it was from the 1970s, as you could see there, 1973, world's oldest dedicated service to mankind. And let's see. And believe it or not, Jim sold me this just for a generic silver price. So there you see, United States Silver Corporation, 1 troy ounce. I want to say it was like $33, something like that. Last weekend, that was kind of like the going rate for silver. And listen, I know nothing about the Freemasons. And so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with this one, if I'll keep it in my stack forever or if I'll let it go, maybe for a profit and buy something else. If any of you are Freemasons and feel comfortable telling me what you know about it, feel free. And the other thing I was kind of kicking around the idea of was starting an eBay store. And so as I pick up stuff like this, if there's a guy out there who treasures it more than I do, and I'm able to make a few bucks off of it to add to my stack, maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Please comment below. Tell me, hey, if I started an eBay store or just started selling, I don't know if you call it having a store, if I started selling on eBay, T the Silver Stacker on eBay, would any of you be interested in buying stuff like this or any of the other interesting pieces that I pick up along the way? So you guys let me know, and that'll help me make my decision as to where to go with that. But hey, I certainly appreciate you guys watching. Tell me which is your favorite, whether it's just the common rounds here, if it's the Freemason bar, if it's at Libertad, and who doesn't love a 1980s Libertad. I'm really digging the Secretariat bar or the old Engelhard with the killer tone on it. You guys let me know. Or unless you're a paper currency person, and by the way, I do have a small paper currency collection, and that's another thing I'm going to ask you. If you'd like to see it, make a comment, and if there's any interest at all, maybe I'll make a video on paper currency. I know this is a silver stacking channel, but there's a lot of overlap. Most of us are stack electors. That's what I call myself. I stack with the idea of finding stuff that I like, and sometimes I add stuff to my collection just because I want to have it. Okay, everybody. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And hey, I am approaching 2,000 subscribers. I cannot believe I've gotten to this point. When I started back in November and I was just trudging along, I didn't know how far I would go with this. And I even hit some points where I was thinking about just giving up. And then I got a little bit of encouragement from some different people in the community. And now, next thing you know, I'm approaching 2,000 subscribers. So thank you. Thank you very much for being a part of this silver stacking YouTubing journey that I'm on. And I certainly appreciate you watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. T. Oh, and by the way, one last time, if you haven't subscribed yet, this little circle, all you have to do is click on that little circle. Boom, you're subscribed. And also, if you want to see more of my videos, just press right here. Okay, everybody, have a good weekend. Thanks.